Season 8 of the XBL started with 20 teams. 20 players, all having proven themselves to be the best of the best in Super Mega Baseball 3. Now, it all comes down to this. Just 2 teams remain, and in this XBL World Series, only one thing is certain. When all is said and done, we will crown a new XBL champion. Can the Long Ballo Award winner Lazy and his Tokyo Jackals shut down the red-hot offense of Rookie of the Year Ashnod's Coupon and his Chicago Blues? We're about to find out. This is the XBL World Series. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this production of the XBL Cross-Platform Baseball League. I'm Light Snack, aka Florabelle, aka your play-by-play announcer. With me on color is the Big D himself, League Office Man, Dwayne. How are you doing tonight, Dwayne?
Light Snack, thank you for the warm welcome. I'm feeling fantastic, and boy, I'm as excited as I can be as far back as I can remember.
I mean, it's true. We're finally here. We have the number 1 seed, Lazy, versus the number 2 seed, Ashnod. In a season where anyone can beat anyone, it seems a bit strange, but also kind of fitting that it should come down to these 2 teams.
Absolutely, and they definitely earned their stripes in the way of getting here. They both had very long, hard-fought campaigns throughout the season. Both of them losing, less than 10 games. Lazy is spectacular, only 2 throughout the season, setting an all-time record on winning percentage to earn that number 1 seed in that 32-2 record. But yeah, like I said, not a lot of losses from these teams, pretty good campaigns. And in a season dominated by the pitcher, mostly, you would say, in almost every aspect of the game, these 2 stood out in the offensive and hitting categories.
Absolutely. One of the big things I think is we immediately think of when we think of Ashnod is just his powerful run potential. Lazy as well, since he is the Long Ballo Award winner, proving to have the best batting average throughout the season. And Ash, who set that league record for most home runs in a season, where, as you said, this season was dominated by pitching. It seems almost crazy to think about.
It does. These 2 just made it look easy. Being on 90 ego, this competition, definitely one of the highest, if not the highest, PvP competition that Super Mega Baseball has to offer. These 2, like I said, making it look easy all season long. Batting averages through the roof. Lazy with a huge, like you said, plus 400, getting hits all over the board, and lots of doubles, lots of home runs, and Ash smashing that home run record. It was impressive to watch all year, and even scarier to play against. They both had really great series preceding this where they scored tons of runs, and I'm just eager to see what this 7-game series is going to bring us.
Absolutely. And with the regular season being one thing, it seems like the postseason would be cut and dry, but not so much. No. Let's take a quick look at how these 2 powerhouse teams have arrived at this epic World Series matchup.
All right.
And if you can see right there, you can see how Lazy was 32-2 in the regular season. There's a slight misprint right there. I see Chicago Blues went 25-9, not 23-9. There were 34 games played in this season. But you can see here, Lazy, 4 losses so far in the postseason, double what he had in the regular season.
Yeah, that's tough for him. His road through the playoffs has definitely been a bit of a slog. Mantis in that quarterfinal, pushing him the length at 5 games. That was one of the more impressive series. That could have been a very big potential upset. That game 5 went into extra innings. And even in the semifinals, Weaver came out swinging in games 1 and 3, scoring early and getting onto him. So it's big for Lazy here to make a statement in this series. The number 1 seed made it all the way through the playoffs, but it wasn't easy. Let's see what he brings for us tonight.
Definitely, but Lazy has proven to us that when his back is against the wall, he can push through and make a comeback, and that's exactly what he did in the quarterfinals and in the semifinals. Weaver was matching him blow for blow, was able to win those last 2 games to send him to the World Series. When we look at Ashnod, however, we see that sweep that he had against Ted Danson there in the quarterfinals, followed by just an absolute slugfest in the semifinals where he was able to emerge victorious. Ashnod has scored double digits in almost every game this postseason. How do you think Lazy is going to stifle this Blues offense, or is he going to have to match Ash's run production?
I think it's going to have to be blow for blow, in this series. Both these teams are capable of scoring tons of runs, and like you said, Ash has been like a runaway train throughout this entire playoffs, just scoring run after run after run. But Lazy will have a careful pitching approach, I believe. He will have done his homework against Ashnod, so these two met in that match of the week as well. It was very tight on that last week of the season. Very tight pair of games. I believe Lazy did walk away the victor in both games, but like I said, he's going to have done his homework for this matchup. He's going to be ready with an approach on the mound to try and stifle, like you said, that very powerful offense. It's going to be a huge job.
It's going to be a very huge job for both of these teams. I'm sure the nerves are high and everything is on the table. In these first two games of the XBL World Series, we're about to get that going underway. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Sorry for the slight delay, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a few technical difficulties on the side of Super Mega Baseball 3. They queued doing an online league to better keep track of stats. However, the first queue attempt resulted in Ashnod getting home field advantage, which, of course, is not the case. The number one seed should have home field, so they're going to re-queue right now. Hopefully their starting pitchers are the correct ones. They're aces. And Lazy should have home field advantage as we get things underway for the first game of the XBL World Series. All games in the XBL are played at 90 ego across the board. That is 90 in batting, base running, pitching, and fielding. So it is very difficult on a scale of 0 to 99, where there are only a handful of players who have been able to beat anyone at 99 ego. The computer, I should say. Now, in XBL, we're looking for just a really great World Series here. Ashnod's coupon at Lazy. And it looks like we're loading here to Sakura Hills. It's a beautiful night. And Lazy will be on the mound first in this epic World Series matchup. They are loading in, exchanging pleasantries, and we're just about ready to get things going underway.
All right, here we go. The Season 8 World Series about to get underway. And it looks like Lazy has an error.
I believe he did not select the correct starting pitcher for his team. That could be a possibility. It's very tricky to handle for the online league situation. You have to select your starting pitcher every single time. So if you selected your number one pitcher for the first game and you got the wrong stadium and you back out and re-queue, if you immediately re-queue, it's not going to work because it will select another random pitcher or the next pitcher in the order for you. So a pretty unfortunate situation we're in here right now. Just a slight problem with the online league system built into Super Mega Baseball 3. So we're going to look at Lazy and Ash trying to solve this situation so we can get them back on the field for the start of this World Series matchup. It's definitely going to be very interesting to see how these two teams perform on the mound in this game. You have Lazy, who's going to be facing just this absolutely clobbering offense. It feels like everything that Ashnod hits has the potential to go out of the park with his starting lineup. His starting lineup will have almost identical stats. They all have 80 plus power. Just this insane ability for him to crush the ball out of the yard. He keeps it with a low contact and a high power loadout because it's easy for him to remember. He doesn't have to adjust from batter to batter. He can just keep his same approach throughout the entire game. And that's something that's going to help Ashnod a lot in this series against a pitcher who is as precise as Lazy can be. While his batting was the big story of this season, Lazy did win the Long Ballo Award for best batting average, agreed upon by the league office to be the best batter of XBL in Season 8. He also made some great plays on the mound and on defense. His runs allowed were relatively low compared to most players in the league. So Ash is going to really have to break through on that front, as well as up his pitching game in order to prevent Lazy from running out ahead in this game.
Yeah, indeed he will. He's going to have to just try and, just like I said for Lazy, he's going to have to be careful. He's going to have to go in with an approach against, the equivalent, or if not, like you said, Long Bolo winning offense of the league. It's really tough against Lazy. He was so efficient during this regular season. His road through the playoffs a little bit rockier. But if Ashnod goes in with, a plan and is able to hit his spots and attack the zone and get some soft contact, I think Lazy should be able, or Ashnod should be able to keep him from scoring some runs. But I think it will be a bit of a foot race. Looks like we should be getting ready here. They're queuing up with the correct starters. Let's see if we get Sakura Hills.
That's the hope here. We'll have to do another requeue if they get the wrong stadium. I noticed Lazy, being the admin of this group, just went back and deleted the previous games. They do get Sakura Hills for a nice evening game. Beautiful, beautiful skyline there with the mountain in the background. It'll be Ashnod's coupon against Lazy's Tokyo Jackals. The Chicago Blues will be up to bat first, and it looks like we should be ready to go here. King Flip on the mound. The first pitch is swung on, grounded to Normus, who throws it to first. One pitch, one out, and we are underway here in the World Series.
Yeah, getting started quickly. Ashnod swinging at that first pitch, fastball in the zone from King Flip, and then swinging at the second pitch. He hits a foul. Look, a little bit of aggression from Ashnod here.
There's always this joke in Super Mega Baseball 3 in the community about tape on the screen, as this one is lined over the glove of the leaping shortstop. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Not a lot of speed on Ashnod's team, but he is looking for 3. He rounds the bag at second, thinks better of it, heads back to second base. A one-out double for the Blues.
Yeah, that's big here. He's got an RBI opportunity in this first inning. Like I said, it might be a bit of a foot race, so either one of these teams looking to get out early with some runs.
Elwood Blues in the hole here, 0-2, and we have been disconnected. Some internet troubles here in the XBL World Series. It seems like it's a trouble. It seems like the troubles will not end tonight.
Indeed, looks like they're going to have to get set up for a quick restart. Really rough for them. I believe it was only the top of the first inning with... Was there no outs or one out? Either way.
It was one out. There was one pitch, one out on the first batter, followed by a double, and then an 0-2 count. And it was strange for that disconnect there. Usually you can see one player go what seems like AFK for a few seconds before the game cuts out. There it was just like, it was spontaneous.
Yeah,
it came out of nowhere.
That was really, really quick. Let's see what they got going here.
And I don't believe Lazy went back to fix his team there, so even if they do get Sakura Hills here, they'll have to restart. It should give them Swagger Center, though.
Yeah, a little bit of a hiccup here. We're trying to navigate it. But both these guys, with some patience, they should be able to get through it. It's unfortunate that the World Series is starting off like this, but we should be able to get a handle on it and get games 1 and 2 set up for you.
And nothing with respect for these two players. I'm sorry? I believe it was, I want to say it was 0-2 or 1-2. I'm sure chat knows. I'm sure someone in chat, knows what the count was on that last at-bat, but I believe it was either 0-2 or 1-2. But going back to what I was saying before, during the middle of their just rapid fire exchanges, these guys, they get in the zone and they just start playing, and it's like everything else goes out the window, right? They get locked into their mojo, they're locked into their groove, and they just try to keep that momentum going. But what I was going to say was how there's this joke in the Super Mega Baseball 3 community about tape on the screen. The batters who've put tape on their monitor or their television screen, outlining the strike zone so that they don't swing at anything at the zone. And sometimes against these higher level players, it feels like that's what you're going up against. You can throw, speaking from experience, in my series against Ashnod, I played 6 games against the guy. I think he maybe swung outside of the zone 2 or 3 times. He has unbelievable patience. It's really hard to find something to put past either of these guys. You need to get them into really good counts and, just hope for the best.
Yeah, indeed. You just have to try and get them to fish, like you said. But you can really only count on one hand the amount of times you might get these guys to fish in a series or maybe even in a season, depending on how hot they are. Like you said, the series from you guys where you scored tons of runs, both of you really just with impeccable eyes in that semifinal. It was very, very few pitches out of the zone were swung at.
I think it's absolutely insane how patient these two especially are. As we load into Swagger, unfortunately, we got a little bit of a double up there, so they're going to have to back out here, reset their starting pitchers, their number 1 pitchers on the mound, load back into Sakura, and then reset things up as they were for those first few batters in Game 1. Just the amount of patience these guys have. Not only are they playing at 90 ego, which is some of the toughest playable game in this, but also working with a meta this season that has been dominated by high velo pitchers. These guys are casually throwing 102, 103 mile per hour fastballs, and they're laying off of them like it's no big deal.
Yeah, indeed. It's like they're watching them come in there, if they're playing on 80 ego, if they're coming in at 80 miles an hour, but they're coming in at 102, and it feels like they have all day to react to them. They're staring at pitches that are, millimeters, if that, off the zone, just cutting the edge of the black, taking walks when you least expect it. It's really impressive to play against and watch. It can be frustrating to play against, but that's what makes these players great. They don't, swing at bad pitches, and they wait for their pitch and hunt strikes and just are extremely, extremely aggressive.
It can be very frustrating to play against these two, as you said. But on the other hand, both of them with losses. It's not like they're going up against, indestructible gods or anything like that. These guys have weaknesses. They can be beat. It's just a little bit harder to beat these guys, and they've proven it by being able to get to the World Series here.
Indeed, and we're going to get this Game 1 restart moving here real quick. We were in the top of the first, so not a lot of action to recreate for these two. Going to get the first out, and then the runner over to second base. And then they'll try to recreate that count.
And then after that, we should be good to go.
Jake
Lazy
Blues.
letting the runner advance to second here.
A little bit of tomfoolery.
They're having fun. It's a game, and I really appreciate what they've done here. They show that, they're all still having a good time out there.
Yep, they're ready to get it rolling. I think here we go with the resumption of the game.
The 0-2 count. Strike 301 miles per hour. He laid off of the heater, but he was not able to catch up with it because it was a strike.
All right, so now 2 outs. Ashnod with that opportunity to score, like we said, that big 1-out double. He showed some power hitting it into the gap.
Lazy staying with some high pitches in this at-bat against Thomas Dorsey. Big power versus righties here. But he's into a hitter's count, staying high, going with the changeup. In there for a strike.
Ashnod showing that
payoff
eye you were
pitch.
talking about.
Oh, and he swings at a pitch just a bit high out of the zone. Lazy attacking that high part of the plate. This one is swung on and grounded softly to Kid K. Steps on the bag at first for out number 3. Ashnod threatens but does not score in the top of the first as we head to the bottom of the inning. Wacky Wanda due up for the Jackals.
Very dangerous center fielder. He swings at that, hits it pretty hard.
Oh, and the low defense hurts Ashnod there. James unable to catch the ball. That'll go as a leadoff single for the Jackals. This one swung on over the glove of the shortstop. Center fielder, can he cut it off? No, it's going to roll all the way to the wall. Will the Jackals get their first run of the game here in the first? They do. It's an RBI double for Lazy. He's on the board here.
That's huge for Lazy, scoring early in this World Series in Game 1, and he's not done yet as he lines that into right field for a single. Let's see if he tests the right fielder.
Lazy hunting the first pitch, and Ashnod is just serving them up. Goes outside the zone there, way outside for ball one. Catches the outside corner there for strike number one.
Ashnod was aggressive to start that first. Lazy's showing a lot of aggression here. Wow, here he goes.
Lazy is thirsty. He has come to feast. That one hit all the way to the wall. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. A 2 RBI double. Jackals lead it 3-0, and nobody's out here in the first inning.
Wow, he's keeping this train moving. It's going to be grounded softly there.
But the runner advances from second to third, so Lazy threatening with another run right there. Number 6 batter for Lazy. 99 power, perfect, swings over the diving glove of the first baseman so quickly it feels like. Lazy's just rallying up these doubles. 4-0, the Jackals lead.
Now this is a lot more like that Lazy we saw in the regular season, just jumping out with a huge rally. He hasn't even hit a home run in this inning. He's just been stacking up hits as he gets another here, moving that runner to third. And it's a first and third situation with only 1 out.
It seems almost inevitable here that Lazy will bat around here in the first. This is definitely not the start that Ashnod's coupon was thinking about.
Yeah, not in a World Series. You don't want to let things get this out of hand this early. So he's got to find a way to lock it down. He's trying to be careful around the zone, but Lazy's in a big hitter's count here.
Oh, got him swinging on that big heater there on the outside corner. The payoff pitch is swung on over the glove of the second baseman. The runners were going, so no problem scoring at home is the runner. But the throw to third is in time. They get an out on a greedy play there from Lazy.
That's a huge out. It could be, big getting one step closer to ending this inning for Ashnod. He's given up 5 runs here, so he gets that lead runner. The tailing runner got to second base. Lazy with a little too much aggression, in my opinion, there.
Lazy swings at the high pitch, bloops it into shallow left field. No one's going to get it. Blues is going to throw home, but it will not be in time. Cut off by the pitcher onto second. Not in time there. It'll go as an RBI double, and the Jackals have batted around.
Here's Wanda again.
Big Walter Horton is rattled on the mound, hit back up the middle to center field. A lot of speed on the bags. The play from Waters is not going to be in time at home. Cut off by Butterfield. Keeps the runner at first. An RBI single. 7-0. Lazy leads Mercy territory.
Wow, this is happening quick. Ashnod's got to get a handle on this. It looks like he might finally get this third out. Wow, what an inning.
He gets out number 3, but 7 big ones hit by Lazy there. We head to the top of the second inning. King Flip, neutral mojo on the mound. But if there's one thing we know about Ashnod, it's how many runs he can score in one inning.
Yeah, he can also score in bunches. That one lined. Big out number 1 there for Lazy. But yeah, he can really score in bunches. We saw in that match of the week on that final weekend of the regular season between these two. That one's hit for into center. Wow, and Wanda just misses that.
Yeah, unfortunate for Lazy there. He played that ball perfectly. Wanda just not the fielding capabilities there to rein that ball in. One out runner. Yes, go.
I was just saying on that final weekend of the regular season, we saw Ashnod have some huge innings with Lazy going ahead early in those games.
That was just immaculate pitching by Lazy, dotting the corner high and inside. Ash not swinging at it. It's a tough pitch to lay off of, and a tough pitch to swing at the same time. And by the time you make a decision, it's already past you, and that's what happened there for Ash. Hammers this one, but on the ground to Pop. Easy play at first. 2 innings away for the Jackals, and they have not allowed a run yet.
Yeah, and like you said, we got that Mercy Word territory now as Lazy strikes another one. Muddy Waters will make that fortunate first out. So Ashnod's going to want to get on the board to keep that from happening, keep himself in this one.
A big first out there for Ash. Just trying to get through this inning. Maybe a momentum shift if he can get a 1-2-3 here. But he's in a bad count here. 3-0 to Kim Toe, the cleanup batter for the Jackals. The breaking ball is swung on back up the middle. Waters cuts it off in center field, gets it back in. A one-out single. Kit Kat swings at the first pitch and pulls it foul. Oh, that one catching the outside corner. A big heater there.
Yeah, Ash been trying to find that corner for the past inning. He finally gets it there.
But he doesn't find the corner high and inside there. Just two over the plate. Lazy smacks it up the middle, first and second with one out. And Snappy Pop is up to bat.
He's technically the
Dribbles
winning
this
run.
one on the ground towards the hole. Butterfield makes a diving effort, throws it to first for out number 2, but the runners advance. KK right down the middle, smacks it towards the wall. That's going to score 2. The Jackals are 1 run away from a 2-inning mercy here in the World Series.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. Lazy's gonna look to be patient here with his 8-hole hitter. He's trying to knock in Kid K from second. Let's see if he can end this. Ooh, early.
Ashnod needs an out here. Lays off with a high pitch, but it is a strike. A good pitch there from Horton. Just misses outside, brings the count full. The payoff pitch is swung on into the gap. It gets through to the right fielder. He's going to have to hurry. He throws the ball to home. The runner will advance. Lazy's trying to do some base running antics. It's not going to pay off. He's going to have to make an out. Oh, my goodness.
Uh-oh.
To third base. They have a slow runner in the rundown. Lazy does not score run number 10. We head to the top of the third. I don't even know where to begin with that.
I don't know, but what I saw was he takes the bat out of his hands there, desperate for that 10th run to end it. A little bit of tomfoolery. Let's see if that comes back to bite him. That one lifted lightly, so big out number 1 for Lazy. But he was trying to end it right there, and he could have, but I would have trusted myself with the stick.
And it looks to me like Ashnod is just completely lost at the plate. King Flip is locked in on the mound for the Jackals. And a big 1-2 count here to Muddy Waters. Swings at the high pitch, drives it foul.
You don't want to let Ashnod back into this game at any opportunity.
A hard hit ball, but right into the glove of KK at first base. This one hammered into the glove of Normus at second. We head to the bottom of the third. Ash still scoreless, and the Jackals have another opportunity here to score 1 run and end game 1.
Yeah, big there for Lazy to go 1-2 or get Ashnod 1-2-3. Ash is definitely kicking himself as he hangs a curveball there. He's gonna cut it off, thankfully, in center field to keep Lazy at first base. But yeah, Ash definitely needed a hit, maybe a couple runs there.
Keeping him at first base, but that's also the winning run as this one is lined softly to Staples at second for the first out of the inning. Rolling Ham will try to get the job done as he lines this one over the glove of the first baseman towards the wall. Not a lot of speed in right field. He's going to have to hurry. Gets the ball back into the infield. The winning run is now at third base for Lazy and the Jackals.
Yeah, all he's got to do here is get some solid contact, maybe get a hit here. He's got, definite sac fly power. Ash is going to play that outfield shallow. It's off the glove of Staples. Let's see.
Out at first, but the runner gets home and a ton of speed. He's safe. Lazy and the Jackals get a 10-run mercy rule and take game 1 of the World Series.
Wow, what a statement from Lazy here to jump out early and score a ton of runs. He just getting the job done there. Ashnod definitely feeling the burn after that.
Lazy's pitching seemed immaculate. Ash with a couple of hard-hit balls, but right into the gloves of Lazy's fielders there. It seemed like Lazy's pitching had the answer to Ash's offense, and Ash's pitching had no answer to Lazy's offense. It was a quick 3 innings.
Yes, indeed it was. That first inning was lethal from Lazy. Jumped out with no outs, just starting the rally right off the bat with Wacky Wanda. She got 2 hits in that first inning after he batted around. It was really impressive to see. Like I said, the Lazy of old of the regular season came out to play. It was just double after double after double, too. He didn't even find the seats for any of those 10 runs, so just impressive stuff.
Lazy was the favorite coming into this. He's the number 1 seed versus the number 2 seed, and just you compare regular season records. But I don't think anyone quite expected just such an offensive explosion from Lazy here in the first few innings, coupled with Ash's inability to reliably get on base or to hit the ball hard.
Yeah, he got a few, unlucky breaks, did Ashnod. He only had a few outs to work with, too, with that onslaught Lazy was putting on his offensive side. That was really a big part of the game, too. Ashnod only had 9 opportunities to get on base and make something happen for himself, and he just couldn't do it. Lazy did a great job finding the corners, some really big strikeouts like we saw, just that up and in corner he was attacking. He knows Ashnod's going to have trouble reaching that high pitch. But, there was not a lot of opportunities for Ash, and he hit a few balls hard, but they were right at fielders, and when you only get 9 shots, that's all you can do. You got to be able to score some runs when you're playing against Lazy.
And we'll see if Ash will take advantage of a familiar sight, his home field Swagger Center, and see if that proves to be any kind of difference for Ash, both at the plate and on the mound.
Yes, indeed. We are very eager to see what Game 2 is going to bring us. Games 1 and 2 on the slate tonight for you guys. We're going to have Games 3 and 4 tomorrow night and 5 and 6 following on Wednesday. AAA World Series as well will be starting tomorrow night.
And the AAA World Series, AAA very similar to XBL, 90 ego for everything except for batting. In the AAA, batting is at 80 ego. But the two teams there, the Nanaimo Megafauna played by B. Hagen up against Jam Paladin and his Surfers, you're going to be seeing a lot of runs in that series as well, I can assure you.
Yes,
but here
indeed.
we are, loading into Swagger Center for a nice evening game. Ashnod's Coupon going to try to even the series at 1 apiece, but he's got a high hill to climb here against Lazy, who's just absolutely dominant in Game 1.
Yeah, he's got to find some approach. Lazy's got the first opportunity to hit as well in this game, so let's see if Ashnod can, stem the flow of these runs.
Luther Allison on the mound gets the first pitch high and inside for a strike. Taking his time here. The 0-1 to Wacky Wanda misses high. Missing low. Struggling to find the strike zone after that first pitch. Just misses outside, brings the count to 3-1. Hitter's count, if I've ever seen one. The breaking ball well over the plate, bounces off the glove of the third baseman into shallow left field. A leadoff single for the Jackals.
Yeah, I'm getting flashbacks of how Game 1 started. That was another diving play by this infield and another leadoff hard hit ball with a makeable play. It was going to be tough, but bounces off that infielder. Lazy's on first base. Let's see what Ashnod does to respond. He's got to find some soft contact or something.
And the Jackals have a ton of speed. That was one of the reasons he was able to keep those rallies going and them being as aggressive as they were, turning doubles into triples. And that one is lined into the glove of Blues, which throws it back into second base. I mean, just the speed that they're able to get around the bags, this Jackals team.
Yeah, indeed. They were just running around the bases with ease. As that one's hit into the gap, that's going to show again off some of that speed. Good play by Ashnod, though, to cut it off in left. That definitely saves a run and keeps the runner at second base.
Definitely a great defensive play there in left field. Ball from getting to the fence. Second and third here for Kim Toe. Only 1 out for the Blues and no real double play in order. The standard double play, at least. RBI man is activated for the catcher.
Ashnod aggressive. He's looking like he's pitching to him, though. It's 3-1. Let's see if he opts to walk.
A big swing on the inside pitch. And the payoff pitch. It was a strike, but swung on and fouled by Lazy. Allison delivers. Swung on. Drilled to center field. To the wall, and it will be caught in front by Waters. It'll be a sacrifice fly, and the Jackals get their first run of the game.
Yeah, so some production from Lazy still in the first inning. Not exactly the same way you got it done last game, but, a sac fly, definitely beneficial. Ooh, swinging at that deadly changeup there from Ashnod. He's 1 strike away from, only walking away with 1 run here.
Oh, but a poor defensive play there from Ash. I'm not sure if he was able to get it either way. He's going to throw home, and the play is not in time. Safe at the plate. 2-0, the Jackals lead.
Yeah, not able to see the throw score there. Ashnod with a pretty decent throw. Perhaps if it was a little higher, maybe he gets that runner. But like you said, that speed playing pretty well into the hands of Lazy right now.
Ash seems to be catching him off guard with the changeup a couple of times there. Swung on and missed. A good steal there from Lazy. He's going to be safe at second with a very late throw.
Yeah, looks like committed to the take two with 2 strikes, so pretty wise from Lazy there.
This one is grounded to James, thrown to first, and although Lazy scores 2 runs, if you're Ash, it's not 7, so we'll see if Ash can answer back here.
Yeah, he's got to make a statement himself in this series as the leadoff hitter nails one.
Into that deep right field, but that giant wall prevents the ball from getting out of the stadium, the deepest part of Swagger Center. But it will be a leadoff double for the Blues as they look to answer back.
Yeah, indeed, and as you can see, it's only one swing really could separate that deficit as Ashnod back-to-back doubles cuts it in half there.
A big RBI double for the Blues as they get their first run of this World Series. They still trail by 1 as Elwood Blues swings at this one towards the foul line in right field. Larry dives, doesn't catch it, and this game is tied up in the first. Back-to-back doubles for the Blues here in the bottom of the first.
Ashnod reversing the burn. It looks like as that one is crushed. That's to deep left center field, and that one might get out of here.
Wacky Wanda at the wall! Gone! The Blues take the lead here in Game 2. They lead it 4-2.
Wow, Ashnod responding to that Game 1 loss where he was mercied in 3 innings. In this first inning with no outs, he's continuing the rally.
And still, no outs recorded, as you said, for Ashnod and his Chicago Blues, turning the tables here. Mahalia Jackson plays off the first pitch. It looked low, but called a strike by the ump. And a big swing and a miss there. A favorable count here for Lazy, 0-2. Checks the runner at first. Ash not usually known for stealing. The high pitch, swung on, grounded, bounces off the glove of Kit Kat. And that's going to be first and second. Still nobody out here for the Blues.
Yeah, a little bit of that fielding error juju going Lazy's way there. And no outs. We're at the 7-hole hitter. So Ashnod looking like he could bat around in this, in this games 1 and 2 of this series in the first inning.
The 3-0 is swung on and hammered to left field. He didn't get all of it. Ham's going to have to hurry. It's over their glove. It's going to be off the wall. That's going to be an RBI double, second and third with nobody out here for the Blues. They lead 5-2.
I believe Ashnod taken a little bit by surprise there. I was as well. I thought Lazy took the right angle to maybe dive for that as Ash lifts one. It should be the first out made of the inning. It's going to hold at third as well, so no run scores there. But yeah, it looked like it fooled him a little bit, and that saved a run for Lazy, keeping those runners where they are.
Lazy going back to attacking the high part of the strike zone. Goes with the changeup. Swing and a miss. Got him with the off speed. The 2-1 is swung on, hammer towards Kit Kat. That time she's able to corral it. Everyone goes back to second and third. It looks like a base running error there from Ashnod.
Yeah, I think he knows the speed of those runners, and with that ball hit to the left side of the infield so hard, he was already reacting to think Lazy was going to go after those slow runners, perhaps going to third base or to the plate, get them in a rundown. Lazy was quick to react there, throw it right over to first base. So yeah, tough for Ashnod. He could have scored a run there, but I think he made the right, baseball IQ move.
Muddy Waters takes the 4-pitch walk. Lazy just missing on a lot of those pitches. So the bases are loaded here for Jake Blues, who has power versus lefties. Tiger, the specialist, coming in for relief for the Jackals here in the first. Lazy proving that he's not afraid to go to his bullpen.
Yeah, 5 bars in that bullpen as well. Tiger usually the first one out of it, as we saw a lot in that semifinal. So he's going right after Blues. Ashnod has batted around in this first. 2-2 count.
Forkball just misses high, brings the count full. Payoff pitch, swung on out of the zone. Everyone was moving, but runners will go here on this full count. Swung on, grounded towards the pitcher. Throw to first is in time. Ashnod leaves the bases loaded, but scores 5 in the bottom of the first. Luther Allison serves this one up. It's hit well to center field. That baby's gone, and the Jackals put up another run, shortened the lead of the Blues to 2.
That was a huge dinger there from Lazy. That was on the first pitch of the half inning, just crushed it. He gets his first home run of the series, so the fireworks have really officially begun here, I believe.
Kid K, however, in the hole 0-2 against Luther Allison. Looks at the low changeup, catches the corner. Strike 3 called. One out and nobody on here. Rollingham, the number 9 batter. Luther Allison was rattled up to 10th. Trying to stay in this game as long as he can. Swing and a miss. From the starter reliever, the 2-2 is on the way. Taken low and inside. Got him looking again at that changeup.
Wow, Ash is finding that area of the zone early in this ball game. Great pitching here from him to get those strikeouts. 2 big outs for him to try and preserve, what this lead is right now. He gave up a run already in this inning, but to keep it at 2 would be definitely a success going into his half of the second.
The 2-1 from Allison, a heater low, laid off. Wacky Wanda, the number 1 batter, swing and a miss at the heater. Full count here, 2 outs and nobody on. Wanda swings and fouls it off.
Getting him early there, so Ashnod right to use that changeup, I believe. Off speed again, it's hit up the middle. It's going to be a base runner for Lazy.
Yeah, that breaking pitch catching just too much of the plate. Lazy has his first runner of the inning. Unless you count the home run he hit as an as a base runner there.
Yeah, sometimes they happen so quick you forget they happen. On the first pitch of this inning, he just blasted it.
Ball, that's outside.
Batters count here 2-1. Now 3-1 for Loud Larry. Should be looking to swing here. Oh, but he lays off the inside pitch. Called for a strike. Brings the count full. Checked swing. Got him. Strike 3. All 3 outs are strikeouts looking in that inning.
Ash getting it done there. Peyton the Black. That's huge. Showing that he's, finding a bit of an approach here, perhaps. He's got a lead in game 2, and he's going to extend it. Wow, that's gone.
Crushed to left field over the high wall. A solo shot. These two teams trading leadoff solo shots in these 2 innings.
They're trading blows as well through games 1 and 2. We've already seen 19 total runs scored. Game 1 only lasted 3 innings.
I think the rest of us are, complaining about those the pitching changes and how we want to nerf pitching, and here they are showing that they don't care what the pitching stats are going to be. They're going to slug it out no matter what.
Yeah, indeed, they make it look absolutely easy here on 90 Ego, but getting them early on that breaking ball is iTiger, so good from Lazy there with a nice sequence to get a first out.
iTiger sitting at a neutral mojo here against Paul Butterfield. Swing and a miss, 79 miles per hour on that changeup. The slider taken high. Going with the forkball here, the 1-2 to Butterfield is swung on and crushed into center field. Wanda will play it on a hop. It's a 1-out single for the Blues.
Yeah, not bad there. So Ashnod's gonna, keep things moving. He's got less than 2 outs. Lazy being careful, but like you stated, I believe in the last inning, Ashnod not known to steal too many bags with that speed. Hit lightly, it's gonna hit the ground.
I think we saw Lazy move back just a hair to make sure the ball bounced so he could turn the double play instead of just getting an out and keeping a runner at first base. A very heads-up play there from Lazy.
Yeah, good reaction time to make that step back, get 2 big outs, and then he's gonna, make some damage there on the second pitch of the inning, get a runner on. So getting it done on both sides of the ball is Lazy very quickly in succession.
A leadoff single there for Lazy. Oh, that breaking pitch well inside. Batter had to step out of the box. This one in the zone, however. It's lined over the first baseman's head, but it lands foul.
Hit and run attempt from Lazy. Didn't get quite all of it.
Luther Allison was neutral coming into this inning, but tense again as this one is hammered to center field. It's hit well. That could be gone, and it is a 2-run homer from Lazy on the contact swing. makes this a one-run ball game.
Yeah, and that's Kim Toe, man. That's the individual home run leader for the XBL this season as far as players go, and he got it done. Contact swing or not, he's got a ton of power, and Lazy with that awesome reticle placement, just wow. I think that's back-to-back.
Is it back-to-back? It's hit well, it is gone, and we are tied here in the third inning. These two players trading blows.
Okay, here's the long ball power we talked about in pregame. Lazy's showing it. Ashnod showing it now. Game 2, things have broken open. We're in the third, and it's 6-6. This is definitely the slugfest that was promised.
Almost 60 pitches thrown here from the starter relievers. That one is hit hard but foul. We'll see how long Ashnod leaves Luther Allison in. 61st pitch is on the way, and it misses for a ball. The 3-1 to Kit Kat is there for a strike. Still nobody retired here in the third inning. The payoff pitch misses inside, and Kit Kat gets a walk, and this inning continues. Luther Allison is rattled. Lazy's going to try to steal, but his picked off there at first. Mistimed there from Lazy, gifting Ash the first out of the inning.
Yeah, gifted indeed. He's thrown away base runners there with, a little bit of an over-aggressive style. Lazy's trying to get this done one way or another. You can tell he's trying to use every facet of the game of baseball, but all he needs is the long ball. Look at him, another one in this inning.
That one was served up right over the heart of the plate. No way Lazy was going to miss that one. 396 feet to left field. Cox Enormous puts the Jackals ahead here in the third.
Absolute strokes from Lazy in this inning with 3 home runs. That one going to get down as well. Ashnod with a big opportunity to make that play, I believe, but he just let it fall in front of him.
His outfielders just don't have a lot of speed or defensive stats, and unfortunately for Ashnod, unable to make that play. Luther Allison could be done, and he is. Albertina Walker coming in here in relief in the third inning with 1 out and a runner on. Only 3 pitches for Walker. The 4-seamer, the changeup, and the curve. He's going to really have to dot the corners here against Lazy with that arsenal. The 2-1 is swung on into the hole, gets through to right field, first and second with 1 out here for the Jackals.
All right. So he's just keeping this rally moving. He's taking the lead back in this inning. It looks like he's not done yet as Wanda gets a hit up the middle. Just Ashnod leaving him over the plate for Lazy.
It was hit hard. Normally you'd say, well, the runners will have to stay, but Lazy sends the closest runner, gets them across the plate first and second. They score a run, just not a lot of arm power in the outfield. This one hit up, make a play on it. Waters is going to have to hurry. He throws it in. This time Lazy holds at third. It was hit just a little bit more shallow. The bases are loaded for Juicy Jones.
All of a sudden, this looks a lot more dangerous for Ash than it did for him going into this inning with that lead. Lazy's got less than 2 outs, and the base is juicy. He's got his big 3-hole hitter in Tim Tamabalanza up as well. I believe, did he just pinch hit?
I believe he did.
Yes, he did.
Playing against righties and lefties is a thing that Lazy does, changing up his lineup. Tim comes in, and the pinch hit is over the head of the baseman. Blues is going to have to throw it in, but a lot of speed on the bags of this Lazy Jackals team. The second baseman isn't able to handle the throw from the fielder, but he goes home to get the out. 2 runs scored on that play. A runner was thrown out. It's a 2 RBI single, and an out was thrown. I
don't know how we're going to score that one. Lazy's going to keep the train moving, though, with another gap or so. Tim Tamabalanza is going to come around from first to score an RBI there from Lazy, but he could have had another run, perhaps, if he had not gone so aggressively at the plate there on the previous play.
Snappy Pop is locked in, swings at the first pitch, line to left field. Blues catches it for out number 3, but the Jackals, another big inning in this series. They put up 8. But Ashnod going to work on offense. First pitch swings off the wall in right field. Should be a lead-off double for the Blues, and it is.
Yeah, what's 5 runs when you have the offensive, aptitude of either of these teams? They score with absolute ease. I wouldn't even use the word relative. They just make it look like it's the easiest thing in the world. And if you leave them a ball over the plate, it's nearly bound to get crushed. That one just missed by Ashnod, I think.
Oh, but Wacky Wanda with a stutter step there, almost letting the ball drop. The runner will advance to third on that out.
Yeah, productive there, but like you said, a stutter step from Wanda that made me a little bit nervous.
BB King looking for his first hit of this series. Lay off this slider low and away. It gets past the catcher. Ash sends the runner, and they're safe at the plate. Jackals now lead 11-7.
Yeah, look at the Blues legging one out. A little bit of a different way of scoring for them, but hey, you get them how you can, especially in the World Series. So he cuts it to 4. BB King trying to find one. He's just early on a couple of these.
This is a great high changeup from Lazy, and it catches the strike zone. Ring him up.
Wow, great pitch. He just absolutely painted there. High Tigers getting it done here, though. That's a big gapper from Ashnod. Gonna be 2 for sure. Not a lot of speed.
Inside forkball there, catching a little bit too much of the plate. Ashnod seeing that pitch pretty well and hammering it into left field for that 2-out double. Ashnod definitely looking to score some more runs here. Does not want Lazy to hold on to that lead for much longer. A good count here for Jake Blues. The curveball catches the outside corner for a strike. The 3-1. This curveball is swung on. It was off the plate. Wanda has the play in center field for out number 3. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Kit Kat facing off against Albertina Walker.
Ball, that's up.
Lays off the first 2 pitches. The 2-0 is swung on hard, but fouled into the dugout.
Yeah, and Ashnod already into that bullpen. Let's see how Lazy tries to work this reliever. Get that pitch count up. It's already high.
The 3-1 misses inside. A leadoff walk for the Jackals. Ashnod seemed to have figured out Lazy a little bit early on, but now it seems that Lazy's back in control of this one.
Yeah, he's got that big lead.
Is locked in. A perfect 1,000 average in this series so far. Lazy looking to extend it. Ash looking to end it. The 3-1 to Normus is on the way. And it misses inside. Back-to-back walks from the star reliever of the Blues, Albertina Walker.
Yeah, that's huge here. Lazy's showed he will score a ton of runs if he can, but that's a huge line out in favor of the Blues there.
Hammered hard right into the glove of the shortstop. This one hits Albertina Walker, and she's down. Everyone will be safe. Oh, a close play at third there, but everyone will be safe. The bases are loaded, and Walker weak with a body contusion. And Ashnod's coupon will be looking at his options here in the 4th inning. Only has 3 pitchers left to choose from, and he will go to one of them. Willie Dixon, a 4-pitch arsenal. The lefty specialist on the mound. With the bases loaded, he serves one up to Lazy. It's hit well to left field. A grand slam in the World Series for Lazy and the Jackals.
Wow. 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 Just crushed. 15-7 now is the lead. Wacky Wanda with that huge grand slam.
Loud Larry swings at this first pitch. Into the glove of a leaping Staples over near second. 2 away here, and specialist activates for Willie Dixon. Ashnod looking to just get out of this inning and try to get his offense back out on the field. This one swung on and fouled. The 1-2 to Tama Balanza is swung on, lifted to center field. Waters makes the catch. But a big grand slam for the Jackals puts us once again into mercy territory here in this World Series. Ashnod and the Blues looking to answer back.
Yeah, like I was going to say, Ashnod's already scored 7, though, in this game. In the first inning, indeed, he found a rally. Let's see if he's able to find another one here. That's, ooh, great play from Lazy. I thought that was going to be the start of it there, but he just got it done.
Coxie Normus with an amazing dive and a throw to first for the first out of the inning. And with Little Lackey on the mound, only a 4-seamer and a changeup in her arsenal. She is brought in for relief for the Jackals. This one is hammered into left field towards the wall, but Rollingham gets back there to make the catch for out number 2. And if you're Ashnod in this situation, you need a hit here. Another amazing dive. Throw to first in time. Out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. Lazy looking to end it here in the 5th. or at least put him into mercy territory. This first pitch hit well, but grounded to Staples. She throws it to first for out number 1.
Yeah, if Lazy gets that 10-run deficit in this top of the 5th, Ashnod will have the opportunity in the bottom half to get back into it, but it's very precarious here. Ashnod does not want to let him, broaden this lead at all. But he's going to get on base here with 1 out.
Lazy just has the timing down. Another 99 power swing right back up the middle for a 1-out single. Kit Kat swing and a miss. Ash going back to that changeup that has worked for him in the earlier part of this game. Goes back to the heater, messing up with levels and a swing and a miss.
Yeah, a little bit of change of speed, a little bit of change of eye level, so good on Ashnod. He's gotten Lazy quite a few times looking so far. He's got to try and find it to keep things where they are. Just that location is definitely the biggest key to pitching for really either team in this series.
The 0-2 is swung on, hammered into the gap, gets into right field. First and second, and just thinking about that, where that ball was hit, it feels like that's where it was hit for Ashnod in the previous inning, where Coxie Normus was able to make those amazing plays. And this one is hammered to right field, off the top of the wall. Swagger short porch. That one does not get out, but 1 run will score. Will the second run score as well? It does. We are into mercy territory here in the top 5th inning. Ashnod is in big trouble here.
Yeah, 17-7 now. 10 runs is the deficit. He tried to play that well off the wall. You can see him lined up for the carom, but a little bit of a depth play there. It was kind of hard for Jake Blues to get underneath of it. Doesn't get it done there. Lazy looking to squeeze. He bunts it foul with 2 strikes. And that's a big second out for Ashnod here to keep things where they are.
Ashnod can score runs in an inning, but Lazy did make him go 3 up, 3 down in the previous inning. That one just misses inside, and it will hit the batter. Rolling Ham is on with a beanball.
Yeah, it's tough there. Ashnod definitely not looking to extend things, and that's going to be another run for Lazy. Like I said, he's got one more opportunity to get back into this one, going into the bottom half of the 5th. But Lazy is just keeping the train moving. Lucky there, that one didn't fall.
And now Ashnod's coupon has to score at least 2 runs here to keep this game going and give him a chance to win Game 2 and prevent Lazy from taking a 2-0 lead in this World Series. Pack-a-Punch comes in, the submarine pitcher for the Jackals. Look at those stats. He's looking to end this game right here. Swing and a miss from Mahalia Jackson. This one is crushed to right field. Lazy gives up a big home run to Coupon. Mahalia Jackson going yard, making it a 10-run game. He only needs 1 more run to get out of the mercy territory.
Yeah, Ashnod can very easily find it. All he needs is 1 swing, 1 strike. So let's see here after that big leadoff homer, almost back-to-back, does Ashnod go? It's going to be a very loud out number 1.
Lazy able to attack that high part of the plate, and Ash just getting under that pitch. He could have knocked it yard. Slamming it, just foul. It's like Ashnod is getting a little bit of a grasp for Lazy's pitching style. Takes that one high.
Yeah, these two just not deterred by that velo either way. You have to fool them other ways. You have to use sequencing. Wow, what a pitch from Lazy there, though.
The 2-2 catching the outside corner, bringing Pack-a-Punch back up to neutral. 1 out away is Lazy from taking game number 2. The first pitch swung on and missed. Going for the same area. Taken for a strike. The 0-2 taken just high. B.B. King looking for his first hit of this World Series. He needs it here. The 1-2 is swung on, grounded to Pop. The throw to first is in time. Lazy has game number 2 of the World Series and takes a 2-0 lead over Ashnod Coupon in back-to-back mercies. Wow.
Wow, indeed. Lazy has definitely set the right tone for himself in this World Series after 2 astounding victories. Let me get us here into post-game. Sorry about that. Let me find
just an
Mr.
absolutely unstoppable Lazy offense. Ashnod able to score a few more. Ashnod able to score runs there in game 2, I guess I should say. But in the end, his 8 runs were no match for just Lazy's dominant batting approach, and Ashnod just could not solve the puzzle that was Lazy.
No, he could not. Lazy absolutely got it done tonight. We saw the Lazy from the regular season. That was the number 1 seed. That was the most feared. Besides Ashnod, Ashnod's power ability is, as we said earlier on, unmatched with that record-breaking home run season, but it wasn't enough to keep up with Lazy's absolute hitting parade. The batting average leader in Lazy showed why he was able to so efficiently get hits throughout this season. It was just double after double after double. And then game 2, you saw a bit of a power display from him as well with 3 home runs in 1 inning. The runs were all over the board for Lazy tonight, and that's what we really thought we would be seeing from him throughout these playoffs. It was a tough road for him to get here, but tonight he has woken up.
It's exactly what you're saying. Lazy in the postseason so far hasn't been the Lazy that we knew in the regular season, dropping 2 games to Mantis, dropping 2 games to Weaver. This is the first time in the postseason that he started off a series 2-0, and it's against Ashnod's Coupon in the World Series. Like, I'm not sure if this was expected or what's going on. It's just totally unprecedented.
Yeah, indeed. Well, if you're going to choose a series to jump out to such an emphatic 2-0 lead, I guess the World Series is the one you want to do it in, no matter who you're playing. But to do it against Ashnod as well, one of the most powerful players this league has ever seen, it definitely has to feel good for Lazy going into those games 3 and 4 tomorrow. It was a really, really masterful display. He really kind of almost let things slip early on in game 2, but he found that pitching approach and found a way to get Ashnod to make outs, stifle that rally that he had early on in the first couple innings. And then he scored those runs of his own, that dagger in the heart grand slam. Really, he did it all. It was all tools of the game from Lazy tonight. A few base running mistakes, but that just showed the aggression and the different parts of the game that he was also trying to use, in my opinion, as well. He was trying to really utilize that speed that his team has, and everything worked out tonight.
Everything worked out for Lazy. However, for Ashnod's Coupon, a big hill to climb. He needs to figure out what to do on the mound, as well as how to get his bats back up to the set. Like you said, game 2, his bats were waking up a little bit, seeming a little bit more like the Ashnod we've seen in the past. But it seems almost like the tables have turned between these two teams and how they've been playing.
Yeah, indeed. I thought in game 2, in those early innings, that it was going to be Ashnod's game, and we were probably going to see this one evened up. But Lazy turned on the afterburners mid-game. A little homage there to shout out to Axel Grease with the afterburners. But yeah, he really got it done. Ashnod, his offensive ability is so efficient. He gets long balls all the time. Almost every inning, he can really at least put that long ball threat out there with a deep fly. Something like that. You have to really pitch him carefully. So in games 3 and 4, he can definitely take that bit of confidence going in there that he can get it done. He can put runs on the board in any inning at any given moment, as many as he might need, as long as he's hot. And it's doable against Lazy. Both these guys are able to catch up to that fastball. So no matter what Lazy chooses to use going forward, Ashnod's probably going to try to be ready for it because he knows how pivotal games 3 and 4 are going to be.
Yes, Ashnod has to prepare, but it is Lazy who has the momentum going into tomorrow with a chance to sweep the World Series and be the XBL champion. We hope you tune in tomorrow for that broadcast, as well as for our broadcast of the AAA World Series, which will be starting as well tomorrow, I believe.
Yes, indeed. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific, we will have the start of that AAA World Series. Games 1 and 2 from B. Hagen, the number 3 Nanaimo Megafauna's leader, and Jam Paladin with the Malibu Surfers, the number 1, the man with the 20-game win streak so early on in this season. So it's going to be really exciting. Two just as powerful offenses in that AAA on 80 ego going at it tomorrow.
And we hope you come and join us for that one. And I believe we're just about ready to wrap up here for this production. Anything else, Dwayne?
No, man, it was a lot of fun tonight. Light Snack, thank you for joining me on the call. We appreciate everything you've been able to do with us this season. I know you may or may not be available going forward for the World Series. I believe it's going to be me and Weaver on the coming calls. But either way, great job this season. Great job tonight. Really appreciate all the help and the great job you do. And really appreciate our players tonight putting on a very, very awesome fireworks show. Tons of runs scored in games 1 and 2 of this World Series. So, Season 8, the most historic XBL season yet, is nearing its conclusion, but it's not over just yet. Get ready for tomorrow. We got 2 World Series, the AAA and the XBL World Series for you, and that's all going to be very, very exciting. So with all that said, Light Snack and I will now sign off. Everybody have a safe and pleasant evening, and thank you all once again for joining us for this production of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. See y'all later.
Thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Bye.